Welcome back, y'all, and we get to talk about another oil today as we kind of deep dive into all these doTERRA single oils with you. And today we get to talk about lemon oil.
Lemon.
Yes, yes, a very bright,
Yes.
bright like Jessie today. And,
Yes. I have decided that you have a hard time having a bad day when you wear really bright, happy colors. And I would say the same for lemon. Like, if you're having a hard day or if you're wanting to have a good day, then pull out your lemon.
Yeah, very bright.
Very bright.
Focusing, you know.
Yeah, beautiful oil.
Beautiful oil, and it comes from Sicily, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same farms where they grow a lot of bergamot for doTERRA's essential oil. They also grow the lemon there as well.
Yes, it's a very abundant producing tree. The lemon trees can produce anywhere from like 500 to 600 pounds of lemons a year, and it takes about 45 lemons to make a bottle of lemon oil, which the good news for that is that this is one of the very budget-friendly oils, and it has so many uses. I mean, you can use it for anything. It's one that we use all the ways, all the time, all the kinds. So this is one that you could keep on your LRP every single month. You could do a bottle of lemon every month, and it's great.
Yeah, so, and we'll get into the applications.
Tell us a little bit about
There's a lot, but
chemistry.
I want to talk about how. So we talk about the sourcing, but then, as with most citrus, it is pressed. So they take the rinds and they squeeze them, and you have these beautiful oil sacs in the rind that rupture when you put it under pressure, and that's kind of going back to the yield. You get a very high yield of oil from the fruit. Now, one thing to mention is you see a lot like cold press, you know, with essential oils. You see this over and over and over. Whereas like when you're talking about cooking oils, you see a lot of the term expeller press.
Okay.
And so I just want to, there is a bit of a difference. And so you think about it, anytime you squeeze something, you're going to generate heat. You know, there's friction, increasing pressure, you generate heat. So with expeller pressing, they typically just let that heat build up. And the expeller press is a continuous press, so it'll squeeze things. You know, it's not like a single piston, like it squeezes and then has to let more fruit in. It's actually a rotating device.
Okay. And
it will generate heat. And usually, like say, if you get expeller pressed coconut oil, it will have been manufactured at about 210 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we know as temperature goes up, we're going to lose some of the volatile compounds. They're going to evaporate. And you're subject to oxidation. You know, it can react with oxygen in the air, and you lose some of that aroma, flavor, quality. So when it comes to essential oils, they actually cool the machine. It's a cold pressing. They keep it under 120 Fahrenheit so that you don't lose or change any of the molecules. So that's why you see cold pressing so much with citrus essential oils. But also, as far as the chemistry, I mean, what we were just talking about before is, you know, the citrus have in common is limonene, D-limonene. Such a wonderful compound, you know, they even manufacture it synthetically to use in cleaning products and add it to other things, but why do that when you've got lemon oil? Different citruses have different concentrations. I believe lemon has the most, hence the origin of the name. But let me just go through some of this because it is a pressing process. Chemistry. You get a lot of molecules. You get some bigger molecules too that normally wouldn't go through the distillation process. And so lemon has a very, very complex chemistry. It is not just D-limonene. So it is monoterpene heavy, which, you know, limonene is a monoterpene. And you also have pinene and terpenine in there. See, I caught that though. But you also have aldehydes in there. You have alcohols. You have esters. You have sesquiterpenes. You even have tetraterpenes. Tetraterpenes, which is 4. Wow. Yeah, tetra is 4. So you're getting slightly bigger molecules.
Yeah. And what we talk about a lot is when you use the fresh herb versus the oil. With the fresh herb, you're getting those heavier molecules. So you're saying that some of those heavier molecules are also in the lemon oil.
Yeah, not much, you know, less than 4%. But you got some caryotine and lycopene. You recognize that one, lycopene. So that's actually in lemon, and then also some phenols. So really complex chemistry, and because you've got all that in there, there's a wide range of uses. You know, some of those constituents are going to target different things. So before we get into that, I want to hear about emotional aromatherapy for lemon, because this is like, when I think of lemon, I think maybe digestive support or cleaning.
Cleansing or brightening.
I don't think, how can I diffuse lemon and get those benefits?
This was pretty interesting to me too, because yes, I would have thought, I've started playing my little game with the emotions book here and kind of going, what would be my guess? And so I was thinking lemon would be like the oil of cleansing. Well, it's not. According to the book, it's the oil of focus. And lemon is really good for mental health, mental clarity, overcoming some of those negative, like, oh, I just can't, or I'm not a good student, or this is just frustrating. And it really helps to snap the brain kind of into place and to focus on one task at a time and encourage all those positive things about learning. So it's a great one. I mean, it's a great one to diffuse regularly because, again, all those beautiful cleansing properties, but also uplifting. So it's very brightening, very encouraging, but to help kind of just focus the brain a little bit. So really good to diffuse. Actually, a little side note is that the kids' preschool, they brought diffusers into the classroom and they started diffusing, and lemon was kind of the one that they were diffusing most of the days, and the teachers had very good things to say about it. They saw lots of positive results, and now I kind of know why, because lemon helps little minds, helps grown minds too.
And to me, the scent of the lemon essential oil is just well balanced. Mm-hmm. When you kind of get those
it's just happy
synthetic lemon scents, they're one note, they're sharp, whereas you can, like I mentioned, there is a wide range of chemistry here, and so all of that contributes to the aroma.
It's very kind of rich and warm too. It's in a lot of our blends, I think, for that reason as well. So of course it's in the Citrus Bliss, which a good friend of mine uses this all the time because she says the number of diapers that she changes, she needs some Citrus Bliss. It is in our, where is it? Oh, it's in the Arise, the Lightning Blend. Just a delightful, brightening, get up and go oil. Also, we're talking about cleansing and purifying, so it is in Purify.
Yes.
So, do you want to talk a little bit more about the cleansing properties, external and internal?
Yeah, so you kind of got two options there. What I think about most is external cleaning. So you could add it to a DIY cleaner. You could just use it neat. Limonene is known for being very effective on gums, resins, and oils.
So you get something sticky, a sticky label.
Yeah, so, even your clothes, we've put the lemon oil or Purify just directly on your clothes.
Right before.
Don't add a carrier oil if you're trying to remove an oil stain.
Yeah.
But it's not going to damage the fabric. It's not harsh enough to eat it away and weaken the fibers.
Yeah, if you've got a little grease spot or something, try a drop and then throw it in the laundry. You could also use lemon in your laundry or on your dryer balls. For cleansing, it helps if you're cleaning stainless steel. It helps not leave streaks. You can add it to olive oil and as a wood polish.
Wood and leather especially, lemon is really good for wood and leather.
Yeah.
And even, like Jesse mentioned, metal surfaces, especially if they're like silver, they're subject to tarnishing, getting a little bit of oxidation. If you hit it with the lemon early, not when it's like heavily tarnished, it's kind of not powerful enough to reverse that, but early stages is going to help keep that oxidation down, and if you use real silver.
And
window
cleaner, it's in our multi-purpose spray. Our multi-purpose spray is always lemon, and then we add something else in there, maybe rosemary or eucalyptus or whatever we're
so beautiful application.
Yeah.
It's also in Breathe.
Okay.
So there's respiratory benefits for lemon, which was a little surprising to me, but I'm guessing mostly, kind of that purifying air quality, like all that plays into respiration, and so I can see that. And then you were mentioning about internal cleansing, and also similarly, it has metabolic support properties, so it's in Slim and Sassy, along with grapefruit. Lemon is the second ingredient in there, and it's really going to help target detoxification in your body, your kidneys, liver, digestive system. Lemon is really going to support all that.
With natural lifestyle, healthy diet, exercise, like just moving, all those kind of things. It helps regulate just all those great bodily functions, including, blood sugar regulations, good for supporting the immune system, supporting respiratory system. Like you're supporting cellular health. It's hitting all the bases.
Yeah. Now Jessie might see if she disagrees with me here. I didn't clear this with her earlier.
Oh.
But of course, Loretta uses lemon a lot. Food, right?
Yeah.
Culinary applications, and people love to put lemon in water and drink that. So one of the ways you can take it internally to support your digestive system and everything is adding lemon to water. Now I've heard people complain that when I put lemon in water, it erodes my teeth. It erodes the enamel on my teeth. And there's 2 points I want to make with this.
Okay, tell me.
One is the lemon essential oil. When I went through those constituents, I didn't say acid, right? There's no citric acid in the oil. It's in the fruit itself.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're squeezing lemon, you're getting that citric acid. Whereas if you're cooking with lemon, say you're making a lemon cake or a sauce or anything,
I put in my hummus. We do a lot.
You're not going to get the tang of the citrus acid, right? You're just going to get the flavor of the lemon, the rind flavor. You're not going to get the acid. Now, when it comes to teeth, yes, high acidic diets can erode your enamel. However, what we've learned is that a lot of teeth problems are actually related more to nutrient deficiencies. So like our son, for example, has some cavities, and one of them we've actually reversed just through changing and making sure supplementing some key nutrients that support teeth. So if you have really strong teeth, it's not going to matter that they get some acid on them. We're made to eat all these things.
And I was actually reading that limonene can support healthy gums and healthy teeth. So, and they're all the amazing.
Don't be real concerned that if I put lemon oil in my water, it's going to erode my teeth away. It really shouldn't. That's probably more a dietary issue than a lemon oil issue.
Oh, good point. And if you want some more suggestions on what we've been doing for teeth, you can always fill out the link at the bottom of the description and ask us questions or comment, and we'll try and answer that. Okay, have we talked all the great ways of lemon? So basically, in terms of uses, or if you're making blends, I've kind of forgotten this last couple videos, but lemon is obviously the top notes. It's the really bright notes. It can combine with almost any oil for a beautiful diffuser blend. You could diffuse it by itself. It goes all the ways topical, internal, and aromatic. Internal, it's one of the best cooking oils. It's one of the most versatile. You can put it in anything. If I was going to travel and only take one oil that I could cook with, it would probably be lemon, because it's in so many different cuisines. You can use it so many ways.
And you can be a little free with it, right? It's not like super strong. If you get a couple drops.
Exactly. Like 3-4 drops in a recipe is just fine. And let me make a little bit note about the topical, is that yes, it can be used topically, and obviously like breathe things, we kind of rub on. However, something we haven't mentioned is that the citrus oils are photosensitive. Lemon is definitely one of them. Bergamot's kind of the worst offender in that sense, but lemon for sure is fairly high in photosensitive properties. So you don't want to be slathering lemon on an area right before you're going to go out and spend a lot of time in the sun. Think about, I don't know if guys ever did it, but gals would like put lemon in their hair to kind of bleach their hair. So it's sort of that same, like, okay, well, if it's bleaching your hair, anyway, just kind of keep that in mind. So don't be slathering the citrus oils, with the exception of green mandarin. Green mandarin is not photosensitive. Don't be slathering them right on your skin and then go out and expose yourself to a lot of sun.
But it is really good, again, cleansing. So you may consider it as a face cleanser, especially before you go to bed.
In the evening, that would be a great one. Yes. Okay, have we talked all the ways?
Yeah, there's one more thing I kind of want to get on my soapbox about, I guess, a little bit.
Soapbox. Dominic soapbox.
That's going back to some of the digestive issues. And so if you're a person who has a lot of acid reflux, this is one thing I don't understand why, this is my soapbox, why people will take things to neutralize the acid, because that's not the problem. Yes, the acid is getting into your esophagus and causing the pain. The problem is the little sphincter muscle at the top of your stomach is not closing. and
Because of improper
keeping that
pH.
acid. Yeah, and exactly, it's pH related. That muscle closes in an acidic environment and opens in a non-acidic environment. So neutralizing it keeps it open, and then it just doesn't burn you. That said, lemon oil and ginger oil in particular are really effective at helping your body produce the necessary acid to keep that sphincter closed and keep your reflux under control. So try that out. If you get heartburn a lot, maybe try ginger try
and
lemon. Yeah.
Off the soapbox.
Yeah, off
That
the
was
soapbox.
it. That was soapbox.
That was it.
I just thought of one more thing. If you want a really cool experiment with your kiddos, get one of those plastic big red cups and put some water in it and put a couple drops of lemon in it, and you can sit there and watch it kind of erode and break down, with that note being the reminder that oils, in particular the citrus oils, need to go in ceramic or glass or stainless steel, that they're really good at breaking down toxins and all those things that we've talked about in the body. They're also really good at breaking them down in plastics. So yes,
All right.
try that fun experiment.
Yeah.
And there are a ton of recipes on doTERRA on the blog. Yeah, and as we cook more, we'll try and show you more ways to use lemon.
Excellent.
I think basically use it lots. It's great. It's a beautiful oil.
Super common oil.
Yeah.
Like Jesse said, get it every month. Use it every month.
Yeah.
You'll be happy.
Ask if you have any questions.
Yeah. Next week we're gonna go to one of my favorites.
Yeah, this is probably Dominic's favorite oil.
Lemongrass.
Yeah. Thank you so much.